4 down, 44 to go. I'm going to do 24 first, do the back wheel, put it all together, and then I'll cut the front ones. The front spokes are shorter. They're about another 30mm shorter. Do a bit of a film of this. I'm not going to film the whole thing. It's a bit hard. Basically, I'm going to be putting the inner ones on first, so they go down that way. And like this one here, it's pretty easy, really. That lug there points to it, so you know it goes to that. And then follow, they all put them in, then I'll flip it over, I'll do the other inside, and then I'll do the outside ones. I got them on, now just put a nipple on each one loose, then I'll flip it over and do the same the other side. There's the inners done. I'm not really sure if these spokes are going to work that I've made. They're a bit shit. I might have to just see if I can buy them. The threads aren't working. 2 of them have already failed. Anyway, I'll just keep going, see how it goes. I just might have to get new spokes. Right, there's all the spokes on. Realistically, that's the easy part. Putting the spokes on. This is only a 24 spoke wheel. Normally they've got 36 or 40. 24, it's just a mini bike wheel. But yeah, that's the easy bit. The easy bit's getting it trued and taut every spoke tight. With you want the hub exactly in the centre of the wheel. Might sound easy, but that's the bit that takes time, unless you do it every day, which I don't. Yeah, not the easy bit, that's the hard bit, I should say. I just realised I said that wrong. Yeah, getting the wheel trued, I'm going to have to make a little stand up for it so I can spin it and just get it all right. And after a bit, it doesn't take that long, everything's tight, so it's still a little bit loose. It's not too bad, but there's still a few loose bits and pieces here, there, so it just needs fixing up. A lot of trouble to make this stand. Took me about 3 seconds. Anyway, something I forgot to add is before you put your spokes on, put your bearings and stuff in the hub. Get that all ready, because you're going to need it for doing this. Alright, I'm just about to start tightening it up and see if we can get it to just a few loose ones. They're all loose actually. That's pretty good. It's just got a slight bump in the rim. But what it is, 2 of the spokes failed the threads, so I'm going to cut them off and make 2 new spokes. All the rest are tight. The first ones I did, I rushed threading them, so these few that have failed were the first couple. I think I'll be able to get away with it. I'll cut 2 new spokes and we'll see how we go. Yeah, luckily the couple that are loose are outside spokes, otherwise I'd pull the whole thing back together and then I'd be barring it. I'll just have to get better spokes. But they look like they're going to do okay. I'm going to cut these 2 off, make 2 new ones, put them on, and it should be right. I should be able to just get that little bump better. I think I might have found a place in New Zealand that can make these for me, but I'll see. If I don't have to, I won't. So what I'm going to be doing with this is basically, that's no good. Once you get it all through and the thing's in the middle nice, like it's pretty good there. Like that's pretty much in the centre. And you know, it's running pretty true, but once you get it like that, then you've got to put about 4 pounds of pressure on each one of these. Otherwise, it's just not set correctly. So whenever I go to try and put the right amount of torque there, they strip. So they're just Chinese spokes. I shouldn't have bought them in the first place. And then plus I've put thread on them and I didn't realise it was so hard to thread, such a fine small thread. You really need a spoke threading machine, and I can buy them at little machines. I can get one pretty cheap actually from where I bought the magneto for the other bike. I can get a very good deal on that, but the head, that's the bit that sizes the thread. These are 2.9mm, which is 11 gauge. And to buy an 11 gauge head, I've looked everywhere. I just can't get one. So there's a couple of guys here in Australia who do it. There's probably more, but there's only a couple I've found. I found a guy in Sydney. I didn't like him, didn't like the sound of him, so I'm not going to use him. The guy up here in Brisbane, I'm going to use him, but he won't be back until next Monday. So I'm going to have a talk to him, and I basically just need good spokes. That's it. Then I'll put the wheels together. I'll make a little film putting them together, and that's it. They've got to be done right. So anyway, thanks for that. I'll just whack this on a little video, and that's the next stage. I'm just going to be waiting for spokes. So I can't really start the bike until it's on the wheels. I don't feel comfortable starting when it's up there like that. It's got a lot of compression, this little motor. I can't push it down with my arm. And you know, it's just a bit unsafe. Anyway, thanks for that. Yeah, I've got onto a guy in Brisbane, and no, actually Melbourne, yeah. And he can make me some 10 gauge spokes. He charges a fair bit actually. It's $110 a wheel. So 24 spokes, so not cheap. I don't know what that works out. It's $5 a wheel or some spoke or something. Anyway, they're stainless. I'll have them in a week or two, so I'll throw it together then. Thank you.